Okay, so we're live. How exciting! So let me just crack into this. I know that there are a few people still joining us from around the world, and I wanted to give a special shout out actually to some of my friends around the world who are joining us today. So in a little bit of alphabetical order here, I know we've got Alice in West Virginia, I've got Lindsay in Toronto, I've got Billy in Washington, Bobby in Montana, I've got Gosia in Lanzarote, Grant, who's in sunny Spain, Jenny's in Dublin, Laurie's in Boston, Lynn is in Sydney, Australia, Mike Ward, who was at my first ever Internet Summit in Scotland many years ago, Philip, who's the midlife nomad and he's currently somewhere in Canada, Lainey, who's currently in Peru, and I would urge you all to go and check out her Facebook fan page called Raising Miro, M-I-R-O, and plus of course all my other friends in and around the UK, and apologies if I missed you by name, but I just wanted to give a special recognition to those that are joining us from all over. How exciting! So, change. This week my mum proffered, she was watching a programme on TV, and they were complaining, they were moaning and bitching about the minimum wage and so on and so forth. And she said computers and robots have taken away so many jobs, and that even the most recently highly qualified university students can't find a job. And I countered that things have just simply evolved. There are just as many jobs as there ever were, in my hallucination, and they're just in different markets. So there always has been the same argument, in my opinion. For example, as I said to my mum, 100 years ago, the aeroplane business just hadn't evolved. And look at how many jobs there are now as a result of aeroplanes. And, it's not just the aeroplanes, it's the tourist environment, it's the people that are working at the airports, the people that are manufacturing the planes and all the parts of the planes, and so on and so forth. It just goes on and on and on. And 50 years ago, we were much more reliant on coal for our power, and solar panels and wind turbines were just simply unheard of. Excuse me. So you could maybe even consider the telephone or the television market, that was just simply unheard of just a few generations ago. And of course nowadays there are hundreds of thousands of jobs around the world because of radio and television. And in fact now we've even got online radio and online video television shows, etc. So where are we going to go now in 2014? Who's teaching apps, how to manufacture an app? Who's teaching robotics or even video creation or even search engine optimization? None of these topics are being taught at school. And as for the earnings of the next generation, I believe that instead of the owning the mindset of being entitled to things and collecting their benefits and thinking about minimum wage, they should be lifting their heads and their expectations, and instead they should be considering what they can be bringing to the market and being paid on results. So this may be a challenge for some people to understand, and if we just take this out of the job market for a moment and consider Google. Now it's evolved into AdWords, but I have a friend who started, in fact I actually had him speak at my first ever Internet Summit, as a 5-minute speaker. Actually, he's not a public speaker, so I asked him just to tell everybody what he'd done, because even today he's still the only person I know who was paying Google £10,000 per month. Now at that time that was approximately $20,000 US per month, to be found on the first page of Google. Now you might think he had lots of money to start with, but actually it doesn't work that way. The way Google works is that it's pay per click. So in fact he's then got to establish his sales page and make sure that it converts. And in his particular case, he was paying her approximately £10,000 a month, and he was getting approximately, at peak times, he was getting 30,000 clicks a day, and most times he was getting 20,000 clicks a day. and he was converting approximately 1% of those. So even at peak times he was getting 30,000 clicks and he was selling approximately 300 per day. Now what was he selling? Believe it or not, he was only selling chocolate fountains. The average price was only £65. So we're not talking anything phenomenal here. This is a business that anybody could have set up from home, and he did it. Now what he did do was, within 11 months from a standing start, he had a turnover in excess of £1 million sterling, which at that time was approximately $2 million in 11 months. So I asked the room after he had finished telling his story, would you give up, just 10% of your income to Google? So he was paying 10,000 a month, he was earning 100 grand a month. Would you pay that to Google, 10,000 a month, in exchange for 100,000 a month? And of course the answer is yes. of course you would. And here's the irony: we know that Google isn't even a person; it's just a robot. There's no wages to be paid to anybody, obviously within the Google office, but not directly, and it's not even one single employee. So it's quite when I point this out to people, they suddenly realise that there is a different way of looking at things. And personally, I have earned, I put earned in inverted commas because earned is, I've earned more than £10,000 sterling within an hour, and I've done it many, many times. But I do have a disclaimer here. A, I didn't earn that every hour, and B, I often put in hundreds of hours in the preparation before I reap the reward. Okay, so if you think about that in the same ilk as a pop star, for the sake of argument, a pop star, let's say Robbie Williams or Madonna, they might just get on stage maybe a dozen times a year, but you know that before they're on the stage they've put in hundreds of hours of preparation and practice. Okay, so I think what our kids need is they need a different way of looking at things. They need to stop expecting entitlements and stop thinking that the hourly wage is the only solution. Now I know that's a new hypothesis for many people, and I think the challenge is education. In fact, 14 years ago I actually wrote a book called What They Didn't Teach Me at School. Excuse me while the clock chimes in the background. Yeah, What They Didn't Teach Me at School, Volume 1. I deliberately called it Volume 1 because I knew there was going to be more things coming. And it's become even more apparent since I wrote that, that none of our teachers were rich. And they were taught that the only option is to work for an hourly wage or a monthly salary. So, I remember many, many years ago being told that JOB stands for just over broke. And it's always stayed with me. So there are a number of changes in trends in the last few years, in my opinion, and in 2013 I observed that we all now have distinct communication preferences. For example, some of us only want to communicate by phone, others by Twitter, some are hooked on Facebook, plus they've got all the other options in between, whether it's LinkedIn, YouTube, etc. And 2013 virtually insisted on all websites being mobile friendly, and it still really frustrates me when I see websites that are not mobile friendly, especially if they have a QR image and it doesn't go to a mobile friendly website. And the next thing about that is that majority of the population are now walking around with smartphones, and Google have recognized this as well, that if you're looking for something via your smartphone, chances are you're looking for a local result. Now, for those that are interested in the local exposure, especially for offline businesses, Google have realized that the customer is paying more attention today to reviews than they are to the sales page of the site. And if you think about it, if you were going to go to Hawaii on holiday, you would trust the reviews from other people more than you would trust the glossy sales page. So I've got a totally different solution And in fact, if you are interested in helping offline businesses attract more paying customers, then I have a totally different solution than I'm going to show you today. And for those of you who are already promoting my secret sauce package, that's what I've called it, then I'm going to gift you today's package at no extra cost. So everything you're going to see today, you're getting it for nothing. And if you are interested in my secret sauce package that I've just mentioned there, let me know afterwards and I'll tell you about that as well. So in 2014, I see us being more aware that physical touch is worth so much more than just e-marketing. And also reviews are much more important than most business owners are currently recognizing. Okay, and Google are ranking these pages much higher in part of their algorithm. So if there are reviews now, that's a major part of the algorithm for getting on the first page of Google. So first of all, what I'm going to show you here today is not for everyone. It's for those that want to go off in a different direction and not follow the trends. Not follow the trends, be a trendsetter, I guess. Not follow the masses is what I mean to say there. And yeah, as I say there, it's not for everyone. I know a couple of people watching this, such as Laurie and Dee, are vegan, and it doesn't suit everybody, and that's fine. So, post-Christmas blues. How many people find that there's just far too much January at the end of the money? That's you know, a lot of people overspent on their credit cards and so on, and the shops are feeling it too. This is not unusual at all to see shops, especially clothes shops, with massive signs up with massive sales on. And ultimately we have to remember this: turnover is vanity, profit is sanity, and cash has always been king. So in 2014, excuse me, social media is not as effective as it used to be. It still can't be ignored, but collecting Facebook likes or Twitter followers is no longer enough, and monitoring your click-through rate has just become obsolete. So think about it. How many things have you looked at, clicked, liked or followed in the last week without buying anything? Something to think about, huh? So my goal for you in 2014, oh wait a minute, let me just show you this. Avoid the vanity, the metrics of marketing. So click-through rates, for example, cost per click, etc. It's no longer as valid as it used to be. It's still an important part, but it's vanity now. So my goal for you in 2014 is to generate £100,000 sterling in the next year and beyond. And of course my question there is, do you think it's realistic? We all have different answers to that. So let me just show you a little bit, just a fraction here before we go in. Who am I to be even talking about this? I hosted the first ever internet summit in Scotland many years ago now. I've spoken on the internet platform around the world. I generated my first income online in '96, and I continue to generate 100% of my income from the web. So let me just crack into this. Yeah, 2 years before Google started. Excuse me. And in 2008 actually, I took off in my camper van with my dog, and we went through 21 countries, not many dogs can say that, and generated 100% of my income via the web as I travelled, and I still do. And during that time, actually, that's when social media really took off and it became bigger and bigger, and I started writing guides. I won't call them books, but they were pretty much books on how to make money from virtually every aspect of social media you could think of. And I still today own websites on almost every single element of social media. So I didn't just get interested in social media, I dominated social media aspects and how to make money from them. So if you're interested in that, where are we going to go for 2014? What's on the radar? So, is £8,000 per month realistic? Let's have a look. First of all, what I want to do is, instead of bringing you a brand new concept that you've never even heard of before, think about where would you find the low-hanging fruit, because ultimately that's the easy stuff, isn't it? Let's go to where it's easy. This little girl was in the next camper van to me in Sicily, and I took this photograph out there. I thought that was quite cute. So let's have a look. Everybody's heard of Groupon, right? Everybody loves a bargain. And I'm in Edinburgh just now, so I pulled off this screenshot for you. And another thing to notice here actually is that you can actually find past deals on Groupon and many other of these coupon sites. Okay, so you just type it into Google, and this one in fact is the past deals. The reason I went for the past deals is because it actually shows you how many were sold and at what price, and that's what I was interested in for the sake of today. And this did intrigue me actually. £30, okay, fair enough for a haircut, but do women really pay 153 quid? Maybe they do. Who am I to argue? What did fascinate me is that they actually sold 1,400 of these just in Edinburgh, and just in the time scale of this offer, and the £30 deal. Fantastic. Look at the next one, £24 deal for a nail manicure. Half as many sold, but nevertheless it's allegedly £144 for a nail manicure. I'm not going to argue with that, but I found it quite intriguing. So I had a quick look at Glasgow as well, just to have a quick look, and again you can see it's £85 for a full massage. Yeah, fair enough, I can understand that. By dropping the price to £30, they managed to sell 854. That's a revenue of 25 grand. Now I'm sure most spas or masseurs would love to suddenly find £25,000 coming in. And okay, they're giving up an hour of their time for just £30, and in fact they're giving up an hour of their time for 50% of that, because Groupon will take 50% commission. So I'll come to that in a minute. And this one actually, they're doing this totally wrong, and I'll tell you later why they're doing this totally wrong. But nevertheless, this is a meal that brings in £15,000 worth of revenue. So let's crack into this and have a look at what I've shown you now is six different offers, and one of them in fact was only selling at £3.25, which is buttons. Nevertheless, they brought in £2.5 grand's worth of revenue from a £3.25 sale, which is not to be sniffed at, I suppose. So first of all, how do those coupon companies actually make money? How do they work for the business owner? And I'll tell you, the business owner must agree to discount at least one of their product or service by at least 50% before being considered to be promoted. The business then agrees to pay the coupon company a 50% commission. Now as they get bigger and they do more, that's negotiable. But nevertheless, what that means then is that the business itself effectively only gets 25%. They only get 50% of what it sells at. Okay, so that's really important, and a lot of business owners bitch and moan about that. Another thing is the coupon company keeps all of the revenue until the business can claim what they're due by identifying the coupon codes that have been used. So this is the biggie. This is where most business owners go wrong. And if you were to Google the gripes about Groupon, for example, you'll find that most of the business owners are complaining, and this is where they go wrong. They never collect, rarely I should say, collect the contact details of their customers. So they're constantly out there looking for new customers. And you know, this is what my secret sauce package is all about as well. And I've been saying this for many years. Every time I go into a restaurant, for example, I say to the business owner, you know, we know who you are and what you do, but you don't know who we are. You know, we're going to walk out of here and you've got no way of communicating with us, which in the online world is a no-brainer. But the offline world, they still haven't sussed this. So let's have a look at this. Here's an idea for you. You offer to host all of the deals on your website, and instead of taking 50% commission, you take only 30% commission. Now, to get started, you might even want to drop that to say 10% commission, but I found not an issue with 30%, especially to those that are already used to paying 50% to Groupon. What that would mean is that the business owner now gets 70% instead of 50%, and that's actually, for the business owner, that's a 40% increase in what he would be getting from Groupon. And it's actually really easy to find the businesses to approach for this, because it's all of the businesses that are currently marketing on all of the Coupon sites, plus of course all the past deals, and there are hundreds of thousands of deals that are no longer on, so you could find all of those online as well and communicate with all those businesses and just simply offer to run the same promotion, but do it on your site and take a less commission for it. Of course, the challenge is you don't yet have the same size of mailing list as Groupon. So the difference is you're focusing on your local market, and your website is going to be cleverly collecting the contact details of all the website visitors. Now, if you only sell 10% of the amount that we saw earlier, or even just 1% of what Groupon sells until we get started, until we build up. Let's have a look at some of these figures. Let's have a look at this. That 1% would mean that you're only selling 7, for example, at £3.25, 7 at £24, 6 at £17.50. Let me just zoom out a little bit, and 14 at £30. So we're not talking a lot of sales here if you only did 1% of what Groupon achieve. And if we look at the samples there, the 6 that I showed you, and these were just random ones, by the way, and I'm not deliberately not trying to find the highest ones, as you can see here. I mean, 1% of that would only be £24, for example. But if we take the average here, these are just average figures, that averages £19,000 per deal. Okay, and if you have a quick look there, you'll see 3 of them, in fact, were 1, 2, 3, 4 of them were under £19,000. So if we take 1% of those 6 deals only, that means £1,149. And if you could sell only 6 deals and make just 1% of the success of Groupon, you would make £1,100 per week. Now, I have to point out that's just your turnover, not your profit, and nevertheless, that's just 6 deals. And if you could build that from, say, 1% up to, say, 4% of the amount of deals that Groupon are selling, 4% times that 1,149 is actually £4,600 per week. And that's just from 6 deals. So how many deals could you put onto your website? How many deals do you want to have on your website? Is the open-ended question. Now, all I really wanted to achieve for you was £2,000 per week to generate £100,000 per annum. And if we just flick back again just for a second, what I showed you there is what's that per week. To multiply that by 4 weeks in a month, substantially more than the target. Okay, so now I give you that's at 4% revenue of what Groupon are doing. However, that's still just on 6 deals. So let's look at this radar once more. Where are we going to go from here? Every business needs ongoing marketing. So here's a question: would your local business like this too? What if you were to offer to do the marketing for them? Who's going to say no to that if you offer to do the marketing for your local business? Now here's one option. You could go back to offline basics and hire a team of, say, cute students to hand out coupon postcards, or you could pay the postal service to deliver approximately 10,000 or more locally. Now let's have a look at that. Would businesses pay to be featured on your postcards. Here's the advantage: the cost in printing and delivery is covered by just one. So if you charge approximately £350 to be featured on your postcard, that covers all of the costs. And if only 3 businesses pay to be on that postcard, that's fine too, because you can actually market all your other coupons, all your other deals on your own postcard, and you'll be sending all of them to your website. I know there's at least one person in America making a lot of money from this, and she charges, predominantly she's charging the businesses to be advertised on her postcard. That's her model. Now this is an example of what the postcard would look like. So you'd have one of the coupons here, a flying lesson for £129, go and visit the castle for a discount, online grooming course, stunt drive experience for £49, all you can eat Brazilian meal for 51% discount, a spa day. Of course you could put anything you like on these, and then you want to have, if possible, your own URL to your website and a QR image, because it's mobile friendly, of course. Really easy. I'll show you exactly how to do this. It's really pimps to do this. So now 2014, everything's changed. Are you ready? Next question that I wanted to do for you is, can I do all of this without even asking the business owners? So I don't have to risk rejection. I don't need to approach anybody. So here's the point here: what if well-known businesses, household names, were prepared to pay you a commission on everything that you sold, including any special offers that they may be running? Now, I've shown this to people from the stage before, and simple things like sending your friends a link to asparagus because Walmart were selling asparagus for 99 cents. It doesn't matter if your friends purchase the asparagus or not. As soon as they click on that Walmart link and buy anything, now Walmart sell a lot of things like televisions and so on, you'll get commission on all of it, no matter what your friend purchases. So you cost the business nothing if you don't sell. They don't have to pay you any wages, they don't have to pay any health care, they don't have any sickness excuses from anyone. You can have long hair, you can have piercings, you can do it in your pyjamas, you can do it from any country in the world. And if you let your friends know about the bargains, your friends really want to hear from you. They love to hear about bargains that you're telling them about. So it's win-win. It's win-win-win, because you earn commission regardless of what your friends choose to buy. So if, for example, you promote something on Amazon and it's, let's say, I don't know, it doesn't matter, a necklace, it really doesn't matter. I'm thinking of what's a cheap one, a book, something cheap that Amazon was originally renowned for, a book or a CD. If your friends choose to purchase a television, that's fine, you get commission on all of it. Okay, so meanwhile, excuse me, you've got no stock to buy, no customer care to deal with, no refunds, no need to handle any credit cards, you don't need to deal with any deliveries. The company deals with all of that, and they simply pay you a commission if you sell anything. And this is not new technology, by the way. This has been going for a long time, and a lot of people making hundreds of thousands of pounds per month from this strategy. And here's some of the big names, actually. I mean, in the UK at least, this is a really big name: Halfords, Tesco's, or Walmart, or Asda's, or Sainsbury's, etc. Marks and Spencer's, literally any. And for American friends, they also have Toys R Us. Any major name that you've heard of will happily pay you commission for promoting their products. PC World in the UK has more than just one product. So if you promote one of their own deals, this is one of PC World, Curry's deals, you can promote this with your affiliate link, and if any of your friends buy any of these or anything else, you get commission. Not bad, huh? Big names: Vistaprint. Oh, here's some of the UK names, at least, that I pulled out, some of my favourites. Of course, there are many more. But you've got some big travel names such as British Airways and eBooker, Rent-A-Car, Expedia and Hotels.com, another Rent-A-Car here. Argos, of course, is a catalogue which offers everything almost. These are coupon companies. You actually get paid commission by promoting what they're already offering. Mobile companies, TomTom, Wonga, which has been getting a lot of news recently for payday loans. They pay 15%. Not that I promote it personally, but there's a lot of people looking for that stuff. Jessup's all the camera stuff and computer stuff. Kelku, another one that similar to eBay and Amazon and so on. They offer virtually everything out there. So lots and lots of major names. I've only pulled out a handful here. I'm sure you'll recognise. There's one, excuse me, from Mighty Deal. So you could actually create a site that looks almost identical to this. You could promote any or all of these items and get a commission. And you don't even need to approach the company for this. This is their own website. 15% commission for any of the products. So just look at that. I mean, 15% is not bad at all. If you're offering even on the, what's the smallest one, £5. Okay, that's the smallest thing that they're offering here. But 15% of that is not a lot of money. What would be 10% would be 50 pence. So it's 75 pence. Okay, not a lot of money, but you don't need to entice your customers to buy anything at all. And you're not trying to persuade them in any way. And it's so easy to get this commission. There's another thing, they offer cash vouchers and so on. So when they offer the vouchers, you're simply telling your friends about it, and you get commission anyway if your friends spend any money on it. There's another one, you don't need to do anything whatsoever except tell your friends that Virgin have a special sale on, and you get commission. Jet2, yet again, tell your friends there's a voucher code that they can use and you get commission. This one's actually directly from Amazon. Amazon actually, I'm not sure how many people know this, but Amazon were the creators of the Kindle, and it's become much more than it used to be. So now it can actually go online and do virtually anything. It's not just reading ebooks. And this again is directly from Amazon. So anything that Amazon's selling, you can actually make commission from. And eBay, everything that's already on eBay, you can get commission from. So Amazon also now have a locals site as well. I might show you that later. And ClickBank is another one. A lot of people who are listening just now have heard of ClickBank. They are predominantly, in fact 100%, online products. So there's no physical product, whereas all the other things that I mentioned there are physical products. With ClickBank, any of us could be affiliates and promote anything that's online. So this one, for example, is how to create your own apps, and it's just an online course teaching people how to build apps. Of course, a lot of people love that stuff. They want to know how to make money from simple things like this, okay, and they can see it. This is another one. Again, this is straight from ClickBank. You can use all their images. A lot of people interested in that. Another one, you can use all of their images straight from ClickBank. This is some of the images that you can use on your site. Nice, huh? A lot of people interested in that. There's camera stuff that I've been using, and so let me just go through this, what I'm offering here. This is, as you can see, a massive market. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go forward again. This will take you into 2014 and beyond. And what I've done is I've created a complete website for you. It's WordPress, so it's really easy to use. It's all mobile friendly. You can add any coupon or any voucher, including your own stuff. Now, Laurie, for example, in Boston, she sent me a message this morning on Facebook to say that she has lots of her own products now. You can promote your own products this way as well. So you can help all your local businesses. You can actually charge them to advertise on postcards or on your website. You can link to any affiliate offer or CPA, that's cost per action. So any banner ad, etc. You know, there are many ways of doing this where you approach the businesses, but there are also ways of doing this where you don't get any rejection from the businesses, and there's no permission required. And the way I've set it up for you, you keep 100% of the commission you generate. Okay? So, of course, my secret weapons, where I stand out from the majority, is that I know how to dominate Google, search engine optimization. Every single one of your offers will dominate the first page of Google, and I'll show you how. All of it will be exploded across social media, and in fact the way I've set it up is attracting viral shares on all the social media. Of course it's mobile friendly. That I've been into mobile marketing since mobile websites first came out, and of course it's all about list building and being able to sell to those who already know who you are. And the other thing that I'm great at is I'm constantly evolving and keeping up to date with what's going on in the market. So I think that 2014 is going to be your year. It seems that everybody I know has had a number of challenges and changes in 2013, and indeed for the 5 years prior to that. And I know that it feels like there's most definitely a shift in energy now. Whew. Thank goodness, huh? Okay, so let me just show you this particular site that you'll be getting. So it's called Groucher.com, and all we're going to do in fact is put your local Groucher in front. So it's a bit of a Groupon versus Woucher, Groucher, and we're going to put something like Edinburgh.groucher.com, etc. So we'll do it specific to your area or your name, and you'll see here's some examples of some that I've put on just now, and I've just simply taken them from other deal sites just to show you how quick and easy this is, and these two in fact are ClickBank ones. Okay, so let me just show you, if I just take for example this one, doesn't really matter which one I choose, just click on it and have a look, and you'll see it's just like any standard deals site, except we have a few extras that most deals sites don't have. Okay, so let me just show you here. There's their image, there's their standard Blum information, and there's their map, there's their address, and the terms and conditions, etc. So I click on that, and that's the standard information that they have on other deals sites. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so that's quite simple to do. There's a website link which would go direct to their site, which is not mobile friendly. Of course your site is mobile friendly because that's one of my specialities. And we have the map here, which is a Google map, so that's automatic. They can zoom in and out, etc. Around for that. Now here's what's unique about this particular one, that no other site has as far as I'm aware, is that we've given them bonuses to share if you choose to. So if for example your local business, you said to them, I can get you extra Facebook likes for your fan page, and get people to tweet it all about your deal, and get people to put it on Google Plus, etc. Your deal via our website will get mentioned on all the social media sites. Inevitably that's going to get people coming to this particular deal. So if for example we were to tweet it, what immediately comes up is it says the title of the page, and we can make this anything we like. We can also edit it, and automatically it has the URL of your website showing up, so that anybody seeing this on Twitter or on Facebook or Google Plus, automatically they'll get to see the URL and they can click straight there. Okay, of course you could change this to your Twitter details as well, so whatever you want to put in there, and you just click tweet. Now the main thing about this is when they share to claim, if we click it will show us, what it says is share any or all of the social media icons for further discounts. Okay, plus join our VIP subscription list to receive further VIP updates and bonuses, which simply means, that last part simply means opt in and we'll keep you informed of every other deal that comes up. Okay, so that's a major one, that we can add people to our list, and we're simply getting around it by telling them that they're going to receive regular updates and bonuses, okay, which means coupons, etc. So this first part is really interesting because excuse me, share any or all of the social media icons. We don't have to do this if the business says no, I don't want to, but what I would recommend is that they give maybe, say, £1 discount for every time that it's shared. So if it's shared on Facebook, the price goes down to £88. If it's also shared on Twitter, the price goes down again. If it's also shared on Google Plus, the price goes down again. So it's up to the person buying, but they can actually get encouraged to share it, and that's what makes it go viral. Okay, so it's no longer just about the people that are already visiting your site, it's getting them to share it with their friends and giving them, let's say, £1 discount. It really doesn't matter how much the discount is, it doesn't need to be extreme, but people will love that fact that they will get instant discount. Okay, now in this particular one I've actually used local Amazon, so it actually goes direct to local Amazon site. This particular one is no longer available, that's okay. I was just using this for example's sake, but just to show you in fact that you don't need to even negotiate with the company, because this one was actually in the Edinburgh Amazon local, and I just simply copied and pasted all that stuff across, including the image, onto our site. So really simple to do, and if they purchase, if this was still available, it actually says no longer available, if they purchase from Amazon, we still get commission. Now this particular one, local Amazon, only pays 6% commission, but 6% is better than nothing, and it means you don't need to do anything whatsoever. You don't even need to contact the company. Okay, you're simply an affiliate of local Amazon. Alright, simple as that. How exciting is that, eh? So let me just go back for a second and show you some other things that we've got. No, actually, that's all I need to show you in this particular video. Okay, enjoy. Okay, what I'm going to do now is take you out of this fractionally, and I want to take you to the dashboard that I have here. This is the WordPress site, and I just wanted to show you how quickly and easily I can maybe set something up. So first thing I'm going to do is just click on new deal, and let's find out what deal we're going to do. So next thing is like for Groupon Edinburgh within Google, and there we go, Groupon deals Edinburgh. Let's have a look at that. Okay, so here's the first one, £44, and let's see if I would like to promote that. Okay, that's interesting. So at £44 so far they've had 140 sales. Okay, so that's not bad at all actually. That's quite a few £1,000, and there's still 6 days to go, so this is going to be more than a £10,000 sale from Groupon. So I'm going to just because I can't be bothered looking through any of the others, I'll just use that one. Just have a quick look down the right hand side as well. You can have a look and see there's lots and lots of deals, so we can actually do all of these deals, and we can at the same time approach all of those companies and say, listen, we can do this cheaper for you. Okay, so let's just see how quickly and easily I can do this. So I'm going to just copy the title, Control C, and go back to add a new deal, and I'll put it in there, bang, like that. I prefer not to have all that rubbish there because it's part of my my URL. So 1 night for 2, yeah, that'll do. And let's go back here again, and I'll just scroll down a little bit, and highlights, fine print. Let's just do the highlights first, and the picture. So copy, Control C, put that in there, bang, like that, and let's just see it's done all the bullet points. Yep, perfect. Go back here. We'll do the fine print later actually. Let's just go to this first. Some more information about the hotel, so we'll just go copy that as well. Copy, put that in there, paste. Perfect. And scroll down a little bit more. Oh, there's more. Okay, let's take all this in. Copy. I haven't even looked at this yet before recording it for you, so I didn't even know what they had in here, but that's okay. You can see how quickly and easily this is done. So I basically just, I'll just finish this off here with TripAdvisor and that last photo, copy, and let's put that in at the bottom as well. Paste. Good, okay, and a bit about TripAdvisor, fantastic, happy with that. So I'm just going to scroll down a little bit and have a look at the deals, image, etc. So what I normally do on this is I actually save it to my own hard drive rather than using their image direct from their URL, just in case this disappears. In actual fact, interestingly enough, that's not really a photograph of a hotel, is it? So I might find a different. Oh, there we go. I'll probably use that one. Let's have a look. First of all, I want to find out the end date. I'm not fussy about the start date, but the end date for this. Is there an end date? 6 days, so let's just do that. So the end date will be, let's say 31st, and the total of deals available, let's say 200, just for the sake of a figure. And the normal price and their deal price, let's have a look. So the normal price is well, the normal price is these two added together, so it's £99 and you're getting it for 44. So normal price 99, deal price 44. We don't need to have it automatically increasing, we don't need any of that stuff. So there's lots of other things that we could put in here as well. We'll put the business address in, and we've got an address. What shall we do? We've got a map there. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. Copy. In fact, I'll put their name there as well. Copy. Put that there. Good. Okay, happy with that. Just take that again. Copy and put that into the map address. Their website, yeah, I saw that. So let's just right click this time and save the address and paste that. Done. Scroll down. Map pop up, that's fine, just leave that. Terms and conditions, that's what we'll do with this part here, the fine print. Copy that, put that into TNC, bang. Share and discount, this is where you can give them like £1 off or something if they share it on various social medias. So you know, you've got Facebook discount and Twitter discount, Google Plus discount, etc, etc. Okay, so lots of options. And then scroll up to the top right and we'll just click on the word publish and bang. And that's it, done. So it's now publishing. Done. Okay, and as soon as WordPress catches up, then we can have a look at the deal. And there we go. So okay, I haven't put a featured image in yet, we'll do that later. Forgot about that. But meanwhile, the URL is Scottish Borders 1 2 nights for 2, and this is all information. And as you can see, I basically just took that straight from Groucher. Now I have a warning about taking things straight from Groucher, and therefore I will tell you now that we want to change some of the images or something like that, so it's not obvious that it's directly stolen. But nevertheless, you could see how quick and easy this can be, and in fact there's the map automatically come up. There's the terms and conditions automatically come up, which is exactly the same as we just copied across. There's the URL going straight to their website. Okay, that's their website, and I just flick back there. There's the map again. So it's a Google map, so of course people can do anything they want to do with Google, and they can click to purchase. Okay, successfully added to your cart. Fantastic, job done. And then it automatically goes to either empty the cart or update the cart or purchase more. It will ask for their details, their address, and so on and so forth. They've got to agree to the terms and then place their order. Ta-da! How exciting, huh? How easy is that? And it's all done for you. Okay, so that, as you can see, doesn't take long at all to create this. And in fact, if we just scroll back up again for a second and just go back to the home page, we should find, yep, it's now there. We haven't put the image in yet, but we can sort that. And oh, this is another feature. So let me just close this for a second and show you this other feature, okay, because that's what we're coming on to next. Okay, so I'm just going to click on the main site, and the idea here, this is what we call a pattern interrupt. So I can set this to any frame of time that I choose, and currently I've set it to 25 seconds. So the idea is that people are having a look through the site and they're scrolling down and seeing what deals catches their attention, and I've set this to 25 seconds, which for the sake of a video actually feels like quite a long period of time, but there we go. This is what we call a pattern interrupt, and you can't help but be interrupted by this. It's ringing with a Skype tone, and it doesn't matter whether they press the cancel or they click the green button to answer the phone call. Instantly it will take them to any URL that you choose to offer them. Okay, so you can't actually see this just now, it doesn't matter what the URL is that I've got just now. So this here is a 2014 gift that I've said here, and what I'm trying to do is encourage them to opt in. And in fact, underneath I've actually put a video, which is a video of me talking, but that could be anything whatsoever. So it could be a video of you talking, for example. Okay, and all it's actually doing is saying opt in. That's all the video says as well. Opt in to get your gift. Okay, now so that's pattern interrupt, and I'm just going to show you the next level as well, because I have even more. So we just do yet another one. Let's do Mike, and it doesn't matter about mobile numbers, Twitter usernames, etc. But let's just do VIP, and this tells me I've already subscribed, so that's okay. I'll just do it again for the sake of this video. And what you'll see is, as soon as they opt in, what they're going to see now is a gift, and it comes up as soon as they opt in to join the VIP list. Okay, and it says quite clearly click to unwrap, so we just click on that to unwrap, and we can make this any gift whatsoever. So anything that you already have on your hard drive, or yeah, any gift really. Click on the gift to download it, and again it takes them back to your main site. Okay, so I notice I've left the background thing still running because I've opened it in a new window. I might stop that actually, I might just change it so it doesn't, so it just opens in the new site over the top. And what it's saying here is, in this particular one, right click on the image and save as the ebook to your hard drive, and then number 2, look out for regular updates. As a VIP member you'll be automatically notified, and we want to do that. We want to be able to put them on our list so that we can sell them future things. And then check out this week's special deals, which of course takes them to the special deals page. Okay, so this is yet again another optional extra that you don't need to have on your site, but this is actually taking them and giving them free gifts, and it could be any gift of your choosing, and any image and background, etc. that you choose as well. Okay, how exciting, huh? No other site, I bet you've never seen any other site with that function. Haha. Okay, so sorry about that. I went to check that I was recording and somehow managed to switch it all off and stop recording. So anyway, let me just finish off, because we're running out of time now anyway, so it's fine. So what I've created here is something that you can do from home or from wherever you are actually in the world, and of course none of the normal restrictions. I don't care about any disabilities or any whatever age you are or how you look, etc. There's just no excuses for this. So the questions are, what are you offering, Mike? What's the catch? Or what's the cost? When can I start? What else am I going to need? Okay, let me just answer these questions. First of all, I'm offering a complete done-for-you WordPress website, plus all the training on how to use it. You've seen me doing it, it's really fast, plus all the future upgrades and many tweaks. I'll be showing you for example, how to dominate SEO, search engine optimization, and some of you, for example Philip out in Canada, know that I charge £150 per month for this training normally, so I'm including all of this within this package. What's the catch or the cost? Well, the catch is that you want to be the local outlet, so you want to do it before someone else on this webinar actually purchases in your area and sets up in your area. The cost I'll come to in a minute. When can I start? Well, it's ready now, it's ready today. And what else is needed? Well, normally you would need hosting, you would need a domain name, you'd need an autoresponder service. I've done all that for you, it's done. So the only thing you need to do is find the offers to put onto your site, okay? So basically I want you to be my guinea pigs. On Facebook, for example, I deliberately only invited a handful of people to this event. I didn't invite everybody I know. I want to prove my system first, and I want to get your testimonials and screenshots of your fabulous earnings. So I'm going to let you in on this at what I call a no-brainer decision discount. My price as of February is going to be £1,000 for this, plus £200 a month, £1,000 one-off payment. And throughout it all, you get to keep 100% of everything that comes into your site, okay? Or I should say everything that's your profits that comes into your site. So for January 2014 only, the price is going to be zero deposit and only £30 now. That's approximately $49 today, and it will be £100 per month thereafter, okay? This price is going to be fixed for the lifetime that you choose to stay joined with us, and you can stop at any time you like without penalty, although you will not be able to rejoin at this price again. So if you do stop and you want to join us again, it will be whatever price I'm charging then, okay, which will be £200 per month thereafter, okay? So this is the URL if you want to join us today. Where else can you get a full website with all the hosting, all the SEO, all the mobile built in for £100 per month? If you've ever had any quality website built before, you'll know that you will easily pay much more than £100 or even £1,000 for an upfront website normally. And then you still have to start your business from scratch once you've got your website built. So here's a complete money-making website ready for you, and it's ready to start immediately, and it will only cost you today £30, 30. That's around $49 US. Now the price will rise next month, so and there are no other hidden extras in this at all, okay? So to be honest, I can't imagine why anyone would turn this down for an investment of only $49 today just to test it out. So it's up to you. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll hopefully hear from you very, very soon. Looking forward to it. Yeehaw! Okay, I'm signing out this time. Ciao for now.